Look over there. A wild Theo appears. Shh, be very quiet. Watch as he shows his plumage. Oh, we're in for a treat. He looks like he's about to do his mating call.
Girl, yes!
Extraordinary.
Hey there, it's Theo from Geeky Gamer Guy. This video I'll be reviewing Wingspan from Stonemaier Games. Ooh! The habitats are ready for a thriving avian ecosystem. Can yours be the most diverse? Let's find out. Wingspan is a card-driven engine builder for 1 to 5 players. Players are bird enthusiasts looking to attract the most precious birds to their own 3 habitats. During setup, the bird cards are shuffled and placed in a deck by the bird tray. Then put 3 cards face up on it. Create the supplies for the food and eggs. Toss the food dice through the bird feeder. Set the goal to either the green competitive side or the blue passive side. Shuffle and place the goals for this game. Shuffle and deal 2 bonus cards to each player. You'll need those in a sec. Then each player takes a player mat, 8 action cubes, 5 random bird cards, and 1 of each type of food: invertebrate, seed, fish, fruit, and rodent. Then for every bird card the player wishes to keep, they must discard a food token for them. So 4 bird cards means discarding 4 food tokens. Then, after they examine their bird cards, players select 1 of the 2 bonus cards by taking into account the percentage it'll take to achieve the bonus. Discard the unused bonus card and keep the other to start the game with. There might be more opportunities to get more throughout the game. We're ready to take flight! Yes! The game is played over 4 rounds, where each player will alternate turns using their action cubes to select an action on their player mats. The 4 main actions are: play a bird, gain food, lay eggs, and draw bird cards. When playing a bird card, the player pays the depicted food to place the bird in a habitat that supports it, either forest, grasslands, or wetlands. A player can always exchange any 2 food tokens for 1 of another type. Place the bird card in the farthest leftmost spot in a row. Depending on the column the player wishes to place in, they may have to discard eggs as well to place the new bird. The next 3 actions all give the benefits depicted from the leftmost exposed slot in the activated row and causes the birds with the when activated ability to trigger, starting from right to left. More on this in a sec. For the gain food action, take a number of food 1 at a time from the bird feeder, rolling the dice in the tray if only 1 type of food is left, if they wish. For lay eggs, lay a number of eggs on birds that can hold them. Some can hold more than others. For draw bird cards, select cards from the 3 face-up bird cards or the top of the bird deck, putting them in your hand. Then each bird in the activated row that can be is activated. Some activations are to lay additional eggs, or even to slide bird cards under it if it is a smaller sized bird. After all players have placed their action cubes, the goal for the round is determined. Each player places an action cube on the goal card, depending on what place they earn, or if they complete the goal. Rinse and repeat the same process for 4 rounds. Then count up the points from goals, birds, and completed bonus cards. Plus, gain 1 point for every food token, egg, and tucked bird card. The player with the most points wins. Girl, yes! This game is totally worth all the hype it's been getting. I love me an engine builder, and this one runs really smoothly. Oh, so smooth. The different mechanics at work here feel so refined and polished. At first, when I saw you lost actions each round, it would feel weird, but it actually plays very well with a nice progression of tension throughout play. Speaking of tension, since there's such a huge variety of ways to play, it's difficult to know who exactly is winning till the very end. I love that! Plus, endgame points have been super close. I think that's in large part to the variety of ways to play this game. You could play just high-scoring birds, birds that can hold lots of eggs, or birds of prey that can eat smaller ones to tuck them under. And that's only some of the ways to play it. I've played this multiple times and have done a different strategy each time. It really keeps the gameplay so fresh and satisfying. I can totally see the comparison to this being like Terraforming Mars, because there's a ton of variety of birds with completely different mechanics. To me though, I find it better than Terraforming Mars because it's a whole lot more approachable. I think what's even more fun is that it's a unique theme that's dripping in a scientific background. The game feels like one of those birdwatching guides complete with illustrations and facts for each one. Also, speaking of these cards, they're illustrated to absolute perfection. Each bird is rendered so beautifully with an overall gorgeous color palette. They really help to convey the theme. The colors are harmonious and evoke a feeling of calm. Despite all the card crunching and how complex the different strategies can be, it's still pretty easy to teach. Most players I've taught it to have picked it up quickly, making it easy to play a couple of games in a row. Furthermore, it is so nicely organized. Y'all should know by now I love me a player board, and these mats are big and keep the bird cards nicely in place throughout play. I love that Stonemaier really pushes this hobby to higher standards by including game trays organizers, giving it that luxe quality right out of the box. Ooh. It also makes setup and teardown a total breeze. Lastly, I wanted to end on how truly proud I am of the all-female team involved in creating this game. They're a huge step in furthering inclusion, showing that no matter what your race, gender, orientation, or ability, we can all come together to create a truly memorable experience that will ripple throughout people's lives for years to come. Now, just because I believe in all the hype doesn't mean it wasn't without its faults. Since there are so many different ways to play this game and different bird cards to interact with, expect your first few games with new players to take a while till they understand a good flow. It's not totally overwhelming, but there are so many choices that it could cause the more AP prone players to seize up and bog down the game. Choices! So if it doesn't work out like you thought, just roll with it and try to figure it out as you go. Some bird cards, like my grading ones, were confusing to me on how they interacted with the player mat. It's like my brain couldn't understand the movement or if it would cost eggs when moving them to other rows. Just know when in doubt to activate from right to left and that they don't cost anything. Lastly, my only gripe about the overall components is I wish the player bird card area was bigger. It's just a tiny sliver at the top of the board, but is used a lot throughout play. If it was doubled its current size, it would be able to hold the action cubes with plenty of space. Overall though, Wingspan is a truly special and unique game that I feel like everyone needs in their collection, regardless if they love engine builders or even birds. It's the breath of fresh air we need in the hobby, and I can't wait to see what else they do with it. And with its success, I'm sure we won't have to wait very long. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this review, tap the like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Plus hit the bell to not miss out on future videos. Until next time, stay geeky, keep gaming. 5 random bird cards and 1 each. That was scary as hell. I was like, girl, do not fall on me, please. Yes! 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 Bird cards, bird cards.